Okay, folks, I want to welcome you here to the Velocity Overview Call. My name is James Ward. I'm excited to have you guys here tonight to tell you all about the newest contract that we are launching here at Lionshare. We're excited because we have the industry leaders that are here with us, joining us, helping us take this thing to the world. And we are just getting started. You're one of the very first people that have an opportunity to learn about this amazing new contract that we are introducing. So, we're going to be going over a PowerPoint presentation here tonight so I can help you better understand exactly why everybody is so excited, how this can be such a blessing for you and your family, and finally, a place that literally everybody can win at. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to share my PowerPoint presentation here with you, and we're going to get this thing rolling. All right, so at this point in time, you should be able to see my PowerPoint presentation. You can say it says, "Welcome to Lionshare, the king of smart contracts." We're actually the king and the queens of smart contracts, right? We have some amazing men and women that have supported us inside of this contract. Unbelievable participation, and just created an amazing community. Someone invited you here tonight to learn about this. Amazing opportunity that I truly believe anyone can win at. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean as we get into this. So let's go ahead and get this thing started and tell you just a little bit about the history. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but what I do want to let you know is Lionshare started literally almost exactly a year ago. This is July 9th today. So almost a year ago, we launched our very first contract in the Ethereum space. It was a phenomenal success. We also launched another contract in, I think, September or October, our Tron contract, again, that has done phenomenal things. And since that time, we've had over 200,000 people that have come into these contracts. We've paid out over $115 million in commissions to people all around the world. And most importantly, we have created a community, in my opinion, that is absolutely second to none. And with that momentum and with that success has added a whole new era to our community here that has brought people together. And now we literally have some of the largest leaders in this entire industry that you could even imagine that are here to help us build this thing and support the lion's share. And the reason why is because they believe in velocity. They believe in exactly what we're doing. So I'm going to explain to you exactly what that means. So as I said, we are introducing this new contract called Velocity, and everyone knows what velocity means, so I won't spend much time on it. But the speed in which something moves is really what we're looking at, and the speed in what you're going to see inside of this contract, in my opinion, is going to be something that you've never seen before. We have a compensation plan that I'll share with you here in a little bit that it's inventive, right? It's something that you haven't seen. It's something that's new, and it's something that's going to really surprise you. So I'm excited to be able to share that with you. Now, there's four major components that make this lion's share velocity contract work. Number one, we have our proprietary smart contract technology, and really simply put, this is not to be boastful or anything like that. I truly believe we have the very best smart contract technology out there in the world in this industry. In fact, we have some of the biggest companies that have come to us to try to help us with their smart contract technology. So if you've ever wondered if you're in the right space as far as that's concerned, you absolutely are. I just talked about our innovative affiliate platform. We're going to show you something today that you've never seen from that perspective as far as affiliate marketing, something that's going to give even the little guy the chance to be able to earn, which is awesome. We have a passive earning opportunity that is backed by a legitimate hedge fund that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. I know we've all seen the different passive opportunities out there. This is something that is real, something that you can see, something that you can believe in, and something that can last the long term, right? And that is most important for you. Our contract is completely anonymous, right? We only deal in Tron addresses, so we have no idea who is actually doing business with us, which makes this an amazing opportunity because you have the complete transparency of a smart contract combined with our affiliate platform, the passive opportunity, and the ability to build this anonymously is absolutely awesome. So let's get into this and let me tell you exactly how the velocity contract works, how it's broken down, so you have a complete understanding of what we do. Number one, when someone comes in and they get started with our platform, this is the way that things are split. 55% of every package purchase that comes in is going to go into trading with a registered hedge fund. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. And I'm going to tell you exactly what that means. 40% is going to go into our rewards platform, which I'm going to, break that down for you as well. And lastly, there's a 5% transaction fees. Those fees are meant to help us with the development of the platform, to help with our customer support we're one of the very only smart contracts out there that I know of that has a full support team that can help you all around the clock, all around the world, multiple languages. So very, very excited to be part of that as well. So let's talk about our velocity trading side of this and what exactly that means. As I said, we work with a registered hedge fund. So in the background of Lionshare, we have a hedge fund that we are actually working with in the trading environment. And when you talk about hedge funds, some people know what that means, some people don't. So let me just break it down for you, okay? The hedge fund that we're working with, when I say registered, what I mean by that is they are fully registered in British Virgin Islands. They're also fully registered in Cyprus. They're registered with the SEC in the United States as well. Now, one thing I want to tell you though, inside of the US, we actually don't support customers in the US. You have to be outside of the US. So if you try to, get to our contract through a US IP address, it's not going to allow you to, mainly just because the laws are still a little bit gray in that area. So just know that, we are worldwide, but if you're in the US, you just need to make sure that if you're coming from an IP address, you're not going to be able to access it. The reason why I talk about this hedge fund and the reason why I talk about why it's so important that we deal with that is because, we've seen so many contracts that have come out and said, hey, we're going to guarantee you 1% or 2% or whatever that number is. And, the very first thing I tell you is anytime you see someone talking about any type of guarantees, just know that you might be able to be in that business for a little while, but they will eventually go out because that's not real, right? And we're going to talk about what's real and what's not real in 1 second. But here's the way it works inside of the Velocity contract. When someone comes in and purchases a package, 55% of that package is going to be deployed into our Tron Growth Trading Fund. Okay. Now, what happens from that point is we have what we call a 14-day onboarding period. So for 14 days, the money is immediately deployed from the smart contract to the hedge fund, where they will begin deploying that into their different allocations to help grow your assets, right? I mean, that's what this is all about. Now, after that 14-day period is up, what happens is we are going to pay you every single Thursday directly through a smart contract. So with that smart contract technology, what happens is every Thursday after your onboarding period, it's going to hit your account. You're going to immediately be able to withdraw that from your smart contract. Now, I want you to think about this. A lot of companies out there today, they encourage you to keep the money with them, right? They want you to keep it inside of their business, their smart contract. We actually encourage you to take it out. There is literally no advantage for you keeping it inside of the contract. So you will be able to remove it directly, instantly to your Tron wallet. Okay. So let's talk about really quickly. Not going to spend a lot of time on this, but what's real and what's not real out there. I've already kind of hit on this. What is real to me is market volatility. What is real to me is seeing a fund go up, seeing a fund go down, catching the upside of things, understanding that we might catch the downside of things, and actually having an understanding that you're working with someone that is registered, that knows what they're doing, that there's proof of every single thing that they do. And on top of that, complete transparency inside of a smart contract. Now, what's not real? We already know this, and some of you don't like it when I say this, but it's okay. What's not real is if people are talking about any type of percentage, I don't care if it's 1% all the way. I've seen some crazy numbers. I've seen 5%, just stupid numbers out there that people believe that they're going to earn every single day. I'm going to tell you right now, myself, Lionshare, we are on a mission to help people be able to get into something that is real, something that can last long term, something that can have transparency to it, and not something that you're going to have to worry about. Hey, are they going to be able to make the commission payment today? Are they going to run off with the money? Everything is completely in black and white, right there to see it. It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be taken down. And it's a phenomenal thing. Now, important for you to understand as well, we will be bringing out the team and the hedge fund that is behind Lionshare, that is actually doing the money management for us. And they're going to break down exactly what the allocations are and give you an expectation of what's going on so you can have a full understanding of where things are at. Now, how does this thing work? Well, it's really simple, okay? And when every Thursday, what's going to happen is you're going to have money hit your account, right? Assuming that it's an up week, you're going to have money that hits your account every Thursday. Now, 95% of whatever that total bonus is going to be paid directly to you. The other 5% is going to be paid directly to your sponsor. So another way to say that is when you get out there and you start personally referring people, you can get a matching bonus every single Thursday by any of your personal referrals, passive income, right? Think about that for a second. If you're out there and you're actually building the business, you have an opportunity to share on the passive side with the people that you refer, which can be really, really powerful as this thing gets moving. So a lot of you will have excitement about that every Thursday, not just earning on your own, but also helping others do it as well. Now, right now, I want to talk about the rewards plan. Remember, 40% of the money goes into this. And I want you to really spend some time and understand what this is all about. But before I do that, I want to let you know this is completely optional, the referral plan. And what I mean by optional is this: there's no requirement whatsoever for you to actually refer people in order to be able to earn inside of Lion's Share, right? You can earn from the trading. We also have the potential for you to earn through spillover and other things. And I got to be honest, I don't like that word spillover just because I think it's overused. I think people sometimes try to shove that down your throat to make you join them. Spillover is a blessing, right? I mean, it's awesome if you get it, but it's not always there. But what I'm about to show you here today is something that's going to open up a whole new can of worms when it comes to spillover when you understand what our compensation plan is all about. So the bottom line is this: it doesn't matter if you are a serious leader who can refer tons of people, or if you're brand new getting started, or if you're someone that just wants to come in and participate in the passive side. Lion's Share allows everybody to win through our velocity contract. So it's very important for you to get that. So as I said, 40% of the money, when someone joins, 40% of the money is going into the smart contract and into the compensation plan. All the commissions inside of the compensation plan are peer to peer, with the exception of one. And we'll talk about that here in 1 second. Everything is peer to peer. So you never have to worry, like, hey, is this thing going to come to my wallet today? It's immediately and directly to you. There's no more waiting a week or a month to receive any type of commission, which is absolutely awesome. And everything is transparent. You can see 100% of our code. It's public out there. So if you want to have, a programmer or someone take a look at it, you absolutely can. Or if you know how to read it, you can do it yourself. Now let's get started with these bonuses. The first bonus that we have here today is called our direct sales bonus. The direct sales bonus is very simple. Number one, there's no qualifications to earn at this bonus, which means you can come in at any package you want to. And if you make a sell on any package whatsoever, you have the ability to earn from it. And you're going to earn 5%. Okay, so 5% of every single transaction that comes into your business that you personally refer someone into the velocity contract, you're going to be able to earn a 5% commission, which is pretty cool, right? Very easy to understand. We don't have to spend much time on that. We also have a very, very powerful 2x2 follow me matrix. 10% of every purchase is going to go into our 2x2 matrix. And I'm going to break this down for you very simple so you can understand it, right? A 2x2 matrix is simple. If you look at this image, it's you at the top, and then you have 2 spots underneath you, and then 4 spots directly underneath that. And the way this works is really simple, okay? The first 2 cells that come into your matrix, whether they're made by you or made by someone above you, those 2 cells are going to be passed up line. Okay. And by upline, I mean whoever is at the owner of that actual matrix. Okay. So keep that in mind. Cell number 3, cell number 4, and cell number 5, 100% of these cells are going to instantly and immediately go to your Tron wallet. You don't have to wait for those. Those are being paid to you immediately. But there's a couple things that are super unique about our platform that you need to understand in our 2x2. We were the very first smart contract, and as I know of right now, the only smart contract that has a true follow me 2x2 matrix. And what that means is this: anyone that you personally refer into your business, okay, anyone that you personally sponsor, if you'd like to call it like that, they will always follow you. 100% of the time, they are going to follow you into your next matrix. So what that means is this: if you refer someone and they actually cycle, when they cycle, they're going to take another spot in your matrix. So they always follow you. It helps you build your business on every single level. Now, the only requirement with the 2x2 matrix is this: you have to own the package in which you earn on. So we're going to go over the packages a little bit later, but just keep that in mind. You can't earn on the 2x2 if you don't own the actual package that is cycling. Okay. So just keep that in mind, but there's still a huge opportunity regardless of what your financial situation is. Now, the next part that I want to talk about here is the inventive part that I mentioned in the beginning, right? We have created a way that is going to provide you the speed of a 2x2 matrix with the width of a 2x2 matrix also with the depth of a unilevel. Now, if you're new to network marketing, I just said a foreign language to you, okay? And that's okay. I actually recorded a video that you can most likely get from whoever invited you from this call tonight. And they're going to be able to break this down for you in a better way than I'm going to be able to do with PowerPoint, but I'm going to do my best, okay? So let's get into this, all right? 20% of every package is going to go into this hybrid unilevel. Now, I want you to imagine this for a second, okay? Every single time that you cycle on your 2x2 matrix, okay? I just showed you the 2x2 matrix. Every single time you cycle, which means you fill up those 6 spots, it creates a new matrix for you. And each time you do that, with the hybrid unilevel, it opens up 2,046 more opportunities for you to get paid. Folks, I want you to think about this. If you've ever worked a binary, if you've ever worked a unilevel, you know that there's a certain amount of depth, especially on a unilevel, that once you get to that point, you don't earn anymore, right? With a binary, you have to figure out how to balance it. And I love both of those. There's nothing wrong with those whatsoever. The problem with the matrix usually is sometimes it stalls. It has a lot of speed, but sometimes it stalls. With this hybrid unilevel, what is created here is an opportunity for you to build as wide as you want, as deep as you want. And I'm telling you right now, the numbers are so powerful inside of this that I can't even actually break them all down for you. But I'm going to do my best to show you kind of how this thing works. So what you're looking at here is, as I said, the method behind the madness. This right here at the bottom is a 2x2 matrix, okay? And every person in the organization has their own 2x2 matrix. So even though you see a straight line right here, number 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all of them, they all have their own 2x2 matrices. I'm just showing you one little piece of the puzzle, right? So I want you to imagine out of 2,046 spots that open up, I'm only showing you a few of them, okay? But I want you to work with me here and try to understand what I'm showing you. But again, there's a video that I made that is going to be very much better at explaining this. But I'm going to do my best right now, okay? So I want you to imagine for a second that this little cube right here is your sponsor, all right? It's who referred you into Lionshare. And let's say that you took this spot right here, which is what we call the number 3 spot. The reason why, because this is number 1, number 2, and number 3, all right? So let's just say that you came in at this spot right here at number 3. When you came in and purchased your package, what's going to happen is 20% of your package is going to be split between our unilevel. So what's going to happen is this: you put in your package, you purchased your package, 20% of that is going to be split between these 7 people. It's going to go above your sponsor, the first person above your sponsor, and it's going to go straight up the line to 7 levels. But I want you to think about this in a different way, okay? Instead of this being your sponsor, let's say that you are number 7 right here, okay? And you have your entire organization underneath you. And each one of these people have their own 2x2 matrix, but we're just looking all the way down here. What this is really showing you is this is actually paying 10 levels deep. Even though it's only showing 7, it's actually 10 because look, this is 10, this is 9, your sponsor's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, folks, if you can start to grasp this and wrap your head around this hybrid unilevel, you're going to be shocked at the potential income that you have. So, let's get into this and look at some of the actual payouts. Okay, on those 7 levels that I just showed, what we do is level 1 is 4%, 2 and 3 are 2%, level 4 is 4%, 5 and 6 are 2%, and 7 is 4%. Right? That is exactly how it works. And I'm going to show you some numbers here. I'm not going to go all the way through these because it might confuse some of you. And again, I keep referring back to that video, but that's the best place that you can learn exactly how this thing works. Here's the deal though. As we said, 20% of every package goes into this hybrid unilevel. If you look over here to the right, I have 4 different packages listed. And basically what I'm showing is 20% of our 2 lowest packages and 20% of our 2 highest packages. So our first 2 packages are 1,000 and 2,000 Tron. That's why you see 20% of that there. And then our top 2 packages are 75,000 and 100,000. So that is 20% of those. What you can see here, and the reason why I said that this thing pays 10 levels, if you look here, it shows like level 1, 2, and 3, you don't earn anything. Like what's going on, right? But if you remember the graph that I showed you, it skips up past your sponsor, and then it starts to go up that line. But folks, I want you just to look at some of these potential income numbers. But the number one number that you really truly need to care about is this 2,046, right? Because every single package, which we have 16 different packages, you're going to have a 2x2 matrix on every single one of those. Every single time you cycle on any package that you own, it's going to open up 2046 more opportunities for you to get paid. So let's just say that you come in at the bottom. Okay, you come in at the 1,000 Tron package. Let's say that you cycle 10 times. Guess what? You've just opened up 20,460 new opportunities for you to get paid from people that you probably are not even going to know. You see, we are constantly looking for ways that can create that residual income without having to pay those monthly fees. You're constantly looking for a way that you can really help your team and build that depth without feeling almost the resentment of, hey, I'm not getting paid for this. We're always looking for a way for that 2x2 not to stall out and for that speed to happen. Folks, you are looking at the future right here. You are looking at the answer. And I promise you this, if you can wrap your head around this and understand the potential that you have inside of the earnings inside of this, it is going to not allow you to sleep tonight. I'm telling you, right? Especially those of you out there who are huge builders. So let's get to the last bonus here, which is called the crown bonus. The crown bonus is 5% of every package goes into the crown bonus. We designed this crown bonus to do two things: to reward the people who are at the very top of the company, the top income earners, but also to reward those people who are working their business consistently. So here's the deal. The top 5 income earners inside of our company are going to split 3% of that 5% of all the revenue that comes into Lion Share. So think about this for a second. Every calendar month, we're in the month of July. So every calendar month, we're going to take a look at the top 5 income earners. Whoever those top 5 income earners are, they're going to split 3% of the total revenue that comes into Lion Share. Think about how much fighting is going to be going on at the top of this for people to get that. Can you imagine? I mean, imagine if we did $10 million. I know we're talking Tron here, but imagine if we did $10 million. What would that look like? Being able to split that. I think that's what, $100,000 bonus to everybody. Folks, this is awesome, awesome money. This happens every single month and it's paid on the 5th of each month. Okay. Now, one thing you need to know about Lion Share, we're committed to a few things. Number one, we're committed to the affordability. We want to make sure everyone has a chance to get started with us. But we are also about taking care of those people who are building. There's some of you out there today that you don't have the skill set yet that you need to be the very top income earner, right? So as soon as I started talking about that, you immediately cashed out. Well, I want you to come back, right? Because if you're committed to building your business, if you just make 3 sales, only 3 sales, every single month, every single calendar month, if you make 3 sales, we're going to enter you into a random drawing where we're going to take 20 people and we're going to split that other 2% that is left in the crown bonus. You see, we're rewarding the top income earners, but we're also rewarding those people that are doing the activities that are required to be successful. And as you grow into the leader that you want to become, you can get this bonus and you can help you and your family out. So it is an awesome deal. The last thing I want to talk about here inside of the compensation plan are the Lion Share ranks. We have a new ranking system that we are just rolling out with our Velocity contract. As you can see, it depends on, basically your personal production and those people that you personally refer as well. Right now, there is no bonus structure built into our rankings, but what I can tell you is this: we will be having Lion Share events. We will be having special calls. We will be having special contests. And the higher ranks that you are, the more ability and more access that you're going to get to this private VIP treatment that will be created. So you can take a look at the ranks. They're very awesome. We're not going to spend much time on it, but here's the deal. People love to be recognized, and we're in an anonymous type of environment. So it's somewhat hard to maybe recognize the person, but we can recognize the ID. And if they choose to say who they are, then hey, there it is. They can be recognized publicly. And we look forward to being able to do that. So let's talk about the packages here. There are 16 different packages that you can get started with inside of the Velocity contract. They start at 1,000 and they go all the way up to 100,000. Okay. You have the option to join the first, the second, as many as you want, right? It's going to depend on your budget. Whatever works for you and your family, that's where you should get started at. But just remember, in some of the comp plan, if you don't own the package, you actually cannot earn from it. So just keep that in mind as you're deciding which ones you want to earn. Also, if you're a leader out there, make sure that you're communicating with your team. If you have someone in your team that maybe they have more Tron than you have at this point in time, ask them to let you know, hey, I'm going to be upgrading. Do you have the Tron to do it? So you can maybe get that together to be able to participate. So make sure you're communicating. But here's what we've done. We've created something that is affordable to the masses, but also gives that powerful leader to be able to come in and start earning some major commissions as well. So How do you get started? Well, number one, you're going to get the link of well, first of all, you're going to get a Tron account. Now, that sounds silly for me to say, I know, but here's the deal. A lot of people don't understand that they need a Tron wallet and it needs to be funded before you get started. Now, the person whoever invited you here today, they can help you with that. It's a pretty simple process. And I'm going to tell you what wallet we recommend here in just a second, but you need a Tron wallet. Okay. Number two, you're going to grab the link that they gave you from their affiliate link, their Lion Share affiliate link. Number three, you're going to join what we call the L1 and L2 in our current Tron contract. Now, to help you understand that, the L1 and the L2 is in our previous contract. And the total cost to get started in that right now is a whopping 15 US dollars, right? It's like 160 Tron is what it is, but I include the gas fee because 160 Tron's like actually $10, but I just say 15 because there's going to be some energy fees on top of that as well. So when people come in, they will join the L1 and the L2 package first inside of our Tron. As soon as you do that, what you're going to do is you're going to get a page that says, hey, congratulations, welcome to Lionshare. And by the way, you buy the L1 and L2 simultaneously, okay? And so as soon as you buy those, it's going to say, congratulations, welcome to Lionshare. Now you have access to our Velocity contract where you can actually upgrade and purchase your Velocity packages, whichever ones that you want, the ones that we just went over starting at 1,000. So you are ready and you are now in a position to be able to earn every single week, regardless of whether you want to earn passively, regardless of whether you want to be a big builder or you're just starting out. This is a win-win situation for every single person out there. Now, the actual wallet that we recommend, you can use any DApp wallet that you want, okay? Any DApp wallet that you want. We recommend TronLink just because it works on all devices. So you can check that out. You can set it up on your computer, your iPhone, your Android, whatever you want to do. And again, the person that invited you can help you do that. I real quickly just want to talk about the differences in Lionshare than other companies out there or other smart contracts. And then we're going to wrap this thing up. Okay. First of all, we are the true and only follow me matrix out there, the very first company who's ever been able to do that in the smart contract industry to create a follow me matrix where your team doesn't break away from you. There's many contracts out there right now that people do not even understand that they're losing people. People are breaking away from them. Inside of our smart contract, if you refer someone, if you do the work to get them in here, they will never leave you. They will not break away from you. They will always stay with you, which is really important. And financially, it's huge if you understand the math behind it. Number two, we don't require people to upgrade after they cycle on a level. You upgrade when you're ready. There's many contracts out there that they restrict you. If you don't upgrade after you cycle, guess what? You don't get to earn on that package again. That's not the way we do it. We are the only smart contract out there that I know of that has the ability to adjust our pricing. So if the price of Tron went to $1, all of a sudden, our packages are unaffordable to the masses, right? We have the ability to lower or raise our prices whenever we see fit inside of this contract. We also have the ability to add or reduce our packages, right? So there's so many different awesome things that we have going inside of our technology that no one else has. The affordability, we've already said this, we're committed to the masses. We want to make sure everybody has a chance to participate inside of Velocity and inside of Lionshare, which you absolutely do. I've already said this, we do business in all countries except for the United States. If you're coming from the US IP address, it's not going to allow you to do business. The last thing, as we talked about, you can earn without actually referring. Everyone has a chance to win. So I want you to get back with whoever sent you here tonight. Get your final questions answered because we're launching the Velocity contract tomorrow, July 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to shatter this thing. We are going to break the internet, or at least we're going to try, right? We're going to do our best because we have the best leaders behind this thing. It is an amazing thing. So I'm actually going to stop sharing this presentation with you. I told you I was going to do everything I could to make this as short as possible, but to help you out. And I hope you got an understanding of exactly what Lionshare is. I hope you understand now why so many people are excited about it. 200,000 people can't be wrong about Lionshare, right? There's a reason why we've attracted that many people into our organizations. And there's a reason why we've been watching from a distance to make sure that we have perfected this smart contract where everybody can absolutely win, backed by legitimacy, right? Give people the opportunity to earn. So I'm actually going to stop this right now.